I was having some drinks when all that was going on, so
good idea.
I was halfway there. So by the time it finished, I was really, it was like time traveling.
Good on you. And I mean, we could be seeing more of that here tonight.
We could. I mean, I don't think anything's going to have the historical context of VP, and I don't think it's going to have, the admirable impact of Space Soldiers trying to overcome that adversity and just trying to get Hardstyle that one win that Major really felt he deserved. Either way, all that is yesterday. Today, we have Big versus Gambit. We are going live. Freeze time is over. The 1 and 2 matchup between these two teams on Nuke, a dangerous place to have this battle, this elimination fight. One of these teams is gone.
Yes, indeed. Big starting CT side, Gambit on the T side. They have a Molotov primed already in Hobbit's hands, so probably going to be trying to maybe fire out. I'm expecting the hut inside. No, actually, doesn't quite look like it.
Dren's been raid bossed. He's got the P250 with the armor as well, dropping in down towards vents. They get forced back. Got B, but Tabson's here on the corner. This is a dangerous stack for Gambit. Here we go, right out of the sky. Good trades, but Gobby's going to come out on top of it.
I think they actually shot at each other down there, Gobby and Tabson, so a little bit of panic, and Gobby has to get out. There's someone behind him. Good shot for Nex. 2 on 3, and Smooya picking up Hobbit. Not a bad start for Big, in spite of the confusion down in the vent there. Now it's Zamir alone, 1 versus 3. Very hard to fight your way back. They know that he's coming here, and yeah, more people are going to be rotating on in. Good headshot, and ready for someone to come out of the vent. There is a guy above him, the rafters, and he's crouching in, looking for the kill. Could have worked out, but Smooya will take him down. And a big win for Big early on, Moses.
You've done it.
We've all done it.
Yes. 1-0. That's nice. It's so close to going down. I mean, this is obviously a great stack between Tabson and Gobby, but it's the lurkers that really get handled well. Next there, Smooya over towards ramp room. This could have been a much more dangerous round if either one of those had been successful to pick off that one player. Mir actually finds a way to isolate those, just doesn't pan out. And I'm wondering if maybe the strategy was to come up the vent into the upper bomb site from that pistol round. Either way, it got shut down, so maybe we never find out.
Yeah, I feel like it wasn't exactly clear to me either.
Maybe not, though, because that one player in Squeaky Door could have played that lurk and cut off the rotations going down. Might have been that, and obviously the ramp room to come from behind. Nice shot from Smooya, straight to the chest of Adren. He does take a little bit of damage, but nothing to worry about. Gambit's being pretty passive about this until Mir takes his face off, but pretty good damage dealt. Hobbit and Mir can't do a whole lot more with that HP.
Yeah, a bit aggressive with the scout, but at the same time, given how he was playing yesterday, Smooya, maybe you want him to have a sort of a start where he's flexing a bit,
That's the kind of Smooya we want to see. That's what's made him such a fun player to watch, and that's what's, made him so endearing to fans is, not only the talk, he's obviously not afraid to share his thoughts, but backing it up with exciting gameplay as well. These Deagles with low HP, they just can't move forward because they're going to die. Eventually they will have to, but they're trying to get lucky with one more shot outside.
Yeah, see if they can make Big impatient early on in the game. I mean, that's how I would feel at this stage. I was Big, like, come on, you've already lost this round. All you have to do is move forward at some point. But losing patience right now, I mean, CT side, you want to keep as much alive as possible pretty much all throughout. Can't give anything away for free. Doja trying to see if he can sneak around the corner. It seems like Tabson either heard or just had a feeling that something was coming, and he's going to see the shadow on the ground. No, actually not. But he's still going to get the kill. And Hobbit, 1 health, 1 shot is enough, taking down Tabson. So they lose 2. It's not completely disastrous, but, maybe more than you'd want.
Perhaps. Gonna be okay with that. I imagine coming into this at 1 and 2, they've looked a little sloppy in this event in those 2 losses.
Yes.
I imagine Gambit had a bit of big chat with them. Like, guys, we got to focus on the fundamentals of things we've gotten away from. We're losing track a little bit of ourselves. This is a match to determine if we go home or if we have one more chance to make it to the big stage, or the bigger stage, I should say. Let's make sure that that everything is on point, that we go back to the basics and no one's making mistakes. So I don't think we'll see Big losing patience, as you said, at least not on a team-wide scale. And this should be an easy farming run. Those SMGs making so much money, making up for all the losses yesterday. Even a TK in there.
I was going to say, Doja took down Mir in that one.
That's not cool.
No, a bit too early to start shooting at your teammates. 3-0 in favor of Big, and Gambit now have the rifles, so gonna have a bit of a bonus round, actually a fairly big bonus round going into this one. It's 3 MP9s, a FAMAS, and an M4 there on Tabson. and all AKs on the Gambit side. So should have a decent time of it here. If they've got something planned for a nuke, then this should be a good round to test it in.
Well, here we go. Smoke's outside. We see him all too. All this is nasty. That could be so deadly. He's actually going to get aggressive. Nice nades, flashback. Adren down to 13 HP already. Unfortunate part about that is they're going to know someone is close. They're going to be aware of the aggression. Yeah, Mo's going to find him. A little dink right at the end is actually the best that Smooya can do. But there, Gambit is really softened up.
Yeah, two of them very low on health indeed. Tabson will be taking down Mo. Adren still the other one that's lower. Now Goppy sneaking close with the MP9. Looking the wrong way right now. Could be lethal for him. And Mia crouching in with a headshot there. An AK-47, no problem whatsoever. 3 versus 4. And next being forced off that Molotov up on the hut. They're instantly going to be down the vent. That's Doja in a powerful position to be in, especially once you've killed a guy coming out of secret stairs. Should give you some room to work with.
And actually, no one is down lower, so this can be a free access into that bomb site. Gambit is very fortunate this is that bonus round and not having a ton of M4s and not having an AWP, because actually that early pressure from Big outside caused their smokes to expire. They had that whole nice, beautiful wall up, and by the time they were ready to actually attack and they had forced the pressure back, it had disappeared. So if there was an AWP, if there was an M4, that would have been easy picking. Tizian's now rotated downstairs. We'll see what he can do. 2-on-4 situation. And Adren would be an easy kill to double up on, but I don't think Nex is going to be able to get down these vents.
It's a shame for Tizian that they actually walked the other way. Could have been a nice position to take a lot of fights at that corner, but they go instead through the door, and now the bomb is down. 1 versus 3 here. He's already got the 1 kill, but he might be shot in the face any second now. He's looking the wrong way, and there's the spray coming through from him. Good round from him, good triple. And Gambit win their first rifle round. Now, Big can obviously still buy in this one, so yeah, they're going to be just fine. But still interesting to see if it continues now. If Gambit pick up this next round, then Big are going to be in trouble.
Triple kill in the round from Mir. The addition from Vega Squadron getting started early. He's got 5 kills so far in these 4 rounds. Not a bad start. Smooya's got that off now, though. And as he said, still a very strong buy for the Big side, for the defense. Plenty of nades. We'll see if they keep up that pressure outside. They're not going to. It's just Smooya coming here now. 1 smoke to be able to cross. Ooh, that Molotov ruins the other one. A big gap in that smoke. And actually, I think Adren just crossed. They just ran the gauntlet.
Yeah, oh, Goppy taking down Mo as he's making the cross. I was going to say they're so quick to run that nobody even was covering it yet, but that's a mid-air shot from an M4. Incredible stuff. Tabson hiding in the corner. Adren, that's a really wide peek. A lot of the time you'd get a little bit more of a shallow peek in, and Tabson has that kill easy, but I don't think he was ready for that one. So, even trades, even if a bit of damage has been done to Adren and Mia here, still possible that they can make it back next. Oh, very dangerous. Gotta be lucky to stay alive in that one, Hobbit. Pushing in on Smooya, who's all the way in CT spawn right now. And he's going to get the kill on Mir. He's going to realize there's someone there. He gets the follow-up as well on Hobbit, even though he was caught out. And just the quick triple. They have him out in the open. That should be instant death for that off player. But Smooya picking triple instead. And that's, yeah, huge turnaround here in favor of Big.
That's exactly what Gambit wanted. We didn't get to see that whole duel against Hobbit. I'm not sure if Smooya was aware he was there. Great shot by Goppy. Better, I mean, equally good trade from Adren down low, but this is just too many one-on-ones. They should have just been patient. There was plenty of time. You could see it's just past the 1 minute mark. Let Hobbit work up. He's got the angle that Smooya wouldn't expect. No need to peek him by Mir. You realize you're just trying to get his attention, but it ended up costing you too much. Good response from Big. And Pistols, a force buy here from Gambit, and they just don't have the nades to work with. It'll be interesting to see. I mean, we talked about, the Death segment seems so long ago, they did talk about these two teams aren't necessarily intimately knowledgeable of how to play Nuke. It'll be interesting to see if Gambit can adapt to the fact that that Molotov is going to break up that smoke wall. If they're going to be doing that, does Gambit have something? Because I mean, you either need to use another smoke or you need to change something up. Yeah, slow it down. Usually that's thrown at the beginning of the round. You probably could have it primed and throw it later, but then you risk someone peeking you with the Molotov in hand. So you're not going to be doing that one.
That's listen, Moses. There's room for creativity right there.
This is all the utility that Gambit has being thrown right now, and yeah, the counter Molotov's immediately going to stop any idea. So the flashbang obviously would wear off even if it had been perfect. Gambit still don't look like they're grouped up to be able to do anything. Almost looked like they wanted to make it a fake, hope someone would get drawn away from ramp room and attack that direction. But that's going to clear, and now they've got nothing. They're going to rely on Adren and Mo to get picks, and this is a tough angle to deal with from the T side. Next up top, and Gabi ready to swing wide on that narrow choke point.
Looks like they want a fight in ramp. Deal could definitely win this fight against Tizian, but actually they're both on the ramp. Really unusual to have a double ramp setup like this, and with Smooya back here, Gambit are running into maybe a really heavy part of the defended part of the map. A little bit of spray coming through. 20 seconds now, and they're gonna back through Hot instead in towards the A bombs. Like Goffy down on the low ground here, almost had a grenade. He's gonna pick up the one kill anyway. A little bit of more damage. Oh, no scope not connecting, and Doja winning the fight against Smooya. What a big change.
They gave up so much control in ramp room. 2 players there on the ramp, not fighting for it, allowing Smooya to get flanked up. That attention on the upper hit, it takes everything away from Smooya. He wanted to get into that upper bomb site, and just so confusing. He was watching for that push towards underneath ladder, and Doja's able to outlurk him. And they've got to give this round up. They have kits, but they just don't have the time to find 4 players fully armed now. Great round from Gambit. That is a tough round to win.
It's not so often that we see rounds where you can sort of tell that the call to go somewhere else is what wins it, but you saw it right there. Just walking towards ramp, push those 2 ramp players down into the B bomb site, then they change around, go back through Hot into A, where they find just got B. I've got to say, from Big's point of view as well, that's a little bit of a giveaway.
I think it's more just a missed rotation. It's just kind of a mistake on the rotation, because obviously if you have 2 players in ramp room, you stand and fight for that. You definitely do. But they got there maybe just a second or 2 late, and because you don't want to be fighting on that ramp where they can come from above you, they can wrap around to the other ramp coming down on your other side. It's just a very awkward situation, especially against pistols that are so fast moving.
And maybe especially you don't want 2 in ramp, and then also the AWP player playing on that corner. Like that's essentially 3 ramp.
And then also a player in vents.
Yes. So. So we've identified some of the mistakes that go into that round. We'll see if they can make up for it in this one. They managed to obviously save some of the rifles. I think that's really a bit of a saving grace here. Otherwise, that could have been a pretty hard reset, I believe. Smooya starting to climb on up. That's a very popular place to play with the AWP.
And you know Smooya, he wants that peek. That's got to be a one-way. That is nasty. Here's the bullets coming through. Anyone walking along that fence far, far back. That missed. The smoke actually made them confused about where the top of this choke point is, so Smooya's going to get away with one.
A bit of wallbang coming out from Gobi. They've taken a fair bit of damage already. Smooya wants to go for the peak, but it's so scary. That's a lot of angles to cover if you're the AWP, and especially once you're scoped in. You could tell that he kind of wants it, but not sure exactly where to stand. He does spot out Mo, misses the chance, but Tabson is taking out Hobbit. This is a very slow and a very painful round for Gambit. They're losing so much health, and another headshot ringing in from Tabson and taking down a Dren. They've been slowed down to a crawl now, and Big don't have to do anything from here on out. Can just wait on the bomb sites and they should be fine.
And Gambit's done here. That aggression just gets pushed back by 1 deagle at range. That should not be able to happen. A lot of time being spent outside trying to find a pick. 25 seconds on the clock. I don't know what they're doing. Even the AWP just tags. They're just waiting for that peek, and I think they just have to wait. I think they just have to hide now. I don't even think you go for this. Try and save these guns into the next round, but they're blocked in. Smooya's going to come up from the stairs. That's a great kill to find Mo. Now they're definitely not going to get away. Gabi coming around as well. Here's the peek. Low HP. Mir goes down, and he's got the follow-up as well onto Doja. Gambit just getting stalled out outside and shut down.
So, a little bit of a roller coaster. Great call in the previous round. Running back into A this round. You see how some of it breaks down a little bit. I feel like if you... I don't know, this is so easy to say, but I don't know. It's probably difficult when you're on the server, but you want them to be maybe a little bit more assertive in their calling, right? Saying, this is the plan, go for it now, just follow through. But
I don't even mind if you're going to play a map like this as your elimination map. First of all, it is a tough situation. You're right. It is feeling different on the server because you have all the pressure added in. But you at least need to be assertive as an individual when you make a decision, even if it's the wrong one. You need to be aggressive with it to make it work. And tough part is we just saw players walking outside getting picked off by that deagle one by one, and it's like you can't allow that to happen. Great shot.
He's done it again. It's sort of almost the reverse of what was happening on Overpass. He just crouched down instead.
Did I read that he said he was actually practicing that at one point?
Yeah.
Do you believe that?
Not even a little bit. I feel like it was so unreasonable, but at the same time it did look so incredibly cool, so maybe he did. Tabson well aware that someone's up there. All of us can see the shadow. No one's being fooled. We're all aware. what's going on. Doja, a little bit of a jump. Mo gonna go down. Again, sort of being picked apart fairly easily in this round.
Well, I mean, the first challenge for Big is settled.
What? How did Tizian kill Smooya?
He only had 3 HP. I think he might have just been confused about where he could be. Yeah, that's a little bit awkward. Don't want to tilt Smooya too early.
We've had two team kills and 2 team damages so far.
Yeah.
That's a lot of...
It's been a little sloppy, hasn't it?
A lot of mutiny on the boat, Cap.
Oh, Mir's just a free kill. Yeah. The easiest kill in Tizian's life. 6-2. I was saying Big has done... They've gotten the first thing going for them. They've established the fact that they can hold outside. And I don't know if it's necessarily entirely that. I think it's also Gambit, obviously, that outside hit looking a little weak. Weaker than you'd like it to be. But there's been a couple rounds now where Big has been able to force them away. Did he pre-fire that?
Yeah, I think he did. Like even in slow motion, it just looked like it happened too quick, right? So,
what the hell?
That's not bad at all.
Here we go, fast upper. That's the call. There's smoke, and yeah, spraying it down. Once you get that first kill, that defense becomes easy. Gambit needs way more nades in his face to be able to sit there and just hang out. Tizian now aggressive at ramp as well. Spots one. That smoke's going to plume too early. And yeah, Mo does not want to come through that. You know the rotation is in as well.
There was also something wrong with that squeak door push. So the HE is supposed to blow up the door so early that smoke that it is just now going away in mini that Gambit's working through, that's supposed to happen kind of as the push is coming, and it was way late.
Yeah.
So Gambit could just sort of, like, he had no smoke on top of him. There's definitely something wrong with the timing of that one.
Maybe they just didn't have the appropriate nades, because, yeah, it's supposed to be a smoke and flashbangs bombed in as well.
Yeah.
Just hoping that one's going to catch somebody in there, right?
Yeah, you just bank them around the corner as much as you can, right? Because you really don't know which one of them is going to work. So, yeah, maybe. Very hard to tell, but I mean, 2 versus 5 here. Don't see much of an entry being made. Gambit continuing the work from earlier. It's a good triple round for him. He's been getting some good kills on the board so far. 7-2 in favor of Big, and they are off to really quite a good start.
Mo at 1 kill, Doja at 1 kill, Hobbit at 2, Adren at 2, and it's Mir at 10. There is just not enough production coming out from this Gambit side, which is very, very worrying. That was one of my strengths, one of the reasons why I thought they would actually take this map is because the fragging from them had at least looked so good. This is exactly what we saw out of Big yesterday. It was one player high up on the scoreboard and everyone else very, very low, and it's actually reversed. Gambit's got the bug now.
Stolen their powers, Moses, in some odd way.
Voodoo magic.
Could be.
Think they've got like a voodoo doll of Doja somewhere?
I would, I don't know, is that against the rules, do you think? Is there a...
There's nothing in the rulebook.
No? So you can do it. So there we go. I don't know. I wouldn't rule it out.
Intensity from the Big side, talking things over as the Gambit timeout comes to an end. 7-2, and it's looking dire now. Gambit really haven't done anything to establish their economy. Remember, they force bot in the second round. They won a round, they were reset. They force bot there. They're reset again now.
Grenade landing pretty deep. They don't have any armor or anything. But still, it's a return kill for Hobbit, and trying to get a bit closer. Actually, Mo somehow winning that fight. That's really not bad at all. They are taking a lot of damage, and they don't have armor, so they should still not be winning this 4-on-3. But I mean, Nuke is one of those maps, again, you can end up just standing in the wrong place with your back turned, and don't know what happens then.
Gambit's down to red HP, and Nex is just missing that timing. If they pressure this upper bomb site, he's so low, he can go down. He can be easily traded, even if he gets the 1. Mir is going to lead the way. They have him pinned down into the bomb site. He can't swing out to the left, and yeah, he needed to get aggressive, and there's Hobbit returning the favor onto Nex, and again, somehow Gambit have clawed themselves into a round that should have been unwinnable. They're going to get 2 of these.
Good shot from Tizian, trying to follow it up, but that grenade needed to hit somebody and make it at least a 2-on-2 now. It would have been, yeah, he might as well back off from here. This is supremely silly for Big. I don't know why this just shouldn't be happening. Again, this is a really, really important game, maybe a career-defining game in some sense, and you really don't want to be losing rounds like these.
Remember, there is that extra pressure on Big where they get to the finals of ESL 1 Cologne. Sure, they compete to the best in the world. They're starting to get some direct invites to events. They're on the rise.
Yeah.
Smooya, did he guarantee a top 8? I can't remember in that interview if he said we're going to get top 8 or if he was...
I think he did, didn't he? He didn't sound like the sort of person.
He doesn't sound like someone who would do half measures in interviews, does he? So, yeah, lots of pressure Going out in the challenger stage of the major is far cry from top 8. Here we go, smoke wall outside, Molotov on the... Ooh, did it get there in time? Yeah, a little bit. A little bit.
Maybe somebody could see something through that. They actually re-smoke it, so wanting to make absolutely sure. Unfortunately for Adren,
holy hell,
he was so into the whole jumping thing, Moses. He was feeling that part of it.
That was a bit much.
Don't ever jump down the stairs. I'm telling you now.
First lesson to Walter.
Yeah.
Smooya.
I learned a couple of years ago. Just passing on that knowledge.
Well, what does Gambit do now? No smokes, running low on utility, 3 flashbangs, 2 Molotovs. Attack ramp, I guess, is the best place where you can have a 1v1. Tizian, we saw him get that headshot from this position earlier on Adren. He's going to have the knowledge of the flashbang. He's not dropping. He wants to fight this now. He's going to fall. They got around way too fast. He didn't expect that. Smooya's called over. They have nothing to block him off. Just flashbangs and Molotovs. They might want to attack him. Yeah, but Smooya's going to get... Oh, no, he's not. Great turn to the corner by Mir. We see that so often. Yes. Uppers at that angle, just not wanting to give it up and not realizing how much danger they're in.
Flashback to MSL holding that position and not realizing how close they were going to be on the other side. Mo, if he gets the right timing, could take down the Hut player as well. That would be a big kill. I think it's Next playing up there. So, going to turn the corner. And he's not quite ready for it. And Next was just peeking in towards the squeak door. Now they're trying to see if they can get up onto heaven. There's 3 of them coming up the ladder. They're just all walking into a massive crossfire. This is not good for Gambit, and they really can't afford to be reset again. But it looks like it's going to happen anyway. 1 versus 3 here. No chance for me with 10 seconds left, and he's go down. So big, they're winning the more difficult rounds, and then they're losing to pistols.
I know, right? I'm not sure what the fear was for Mo in Mini. If he had waited for his teammates to come up top, that would have been so much more effective to time that a little bit better. So I'm not sure if maybe they called for him to peek and it's just off timing a little bit. But
from our point of view, it seemed like it was the wrong way around. But maybe he was thinking, well, maybe there's 1 rafters and 1 hut, so I have to make some space so that they can even get up the ladder.
Yeah, that very well could be. Hard to criticize those decisions too much. Another force buy coming in for Gambit. 3 rounds on the board. And I guess at this point you can't even really criticize it because they've won 2 of these. It's basically the only success they've had in this half. Op is going to be on Hobbit. He's on top of Twinkie. No longer looks like a Twinkie.
I don't even know what a Twinkie is, Moses.
You don't know what a Twinkie is?
I remember seeing it, I think there's one in one of the Die Hard movies, right? The cop
be, yeah.
Before he gets to the tower, the Christmas one. He has, yeah. But I could never figure out what it was that he was eating, so we don't have them in Denmark or in Europe, I think.
That's a good thing. They're probably like very, very bad for you.
Yeah.
We like that stuff.
10,000 calories. And
Smooya investigating. Hobbit still hasn't been able to do anything. Do they spot him? I wonder if it looks like, or maybe Hobbit's just trying to find a timing, making sure that everything's cleared out. Boost up on the red box, obviously exposed to the staircase. Different angle for the opposing defender far back. Tizian, just no one's watching this. Tizian's gonna get some free kills. Oh, he shoots. It took a little bit too long. Could have doubled up, and here's Smooya for the peek, and Hobbit misses his shot. Finally, Doja responds.
And really note, like, again, just now it's time to play it safe. We'll forgive Tizian for peeking up the stairs. Maybe we can do that. But the rest of them, there's no reason to keep fighting at any point. They can maybe find me, and now it's a 1-on-3, but still. Just don't give any of these rounds away. It is quite literally the tournament life on the line here for your team, so I want to be able to control the troops, and Simpson will get the kill eventually. And Big now 9-3. They are doing a great job at the moment. We're just nitpicking at some of the small details, right? Yeah,
I mean, they're doing great overall. They've stopped any... There's been no success for Gambit outside of those Deagle rounds.
How do they get the success back, Moses? You're a successful individual by some measures. How do we make that happen?
I mean, I would like them to try. Why not go back to that upper hit? Why not try an upper split towards that fast, drop down towards Mini on the roof, use that smoke wall, confuse the defense a little bit, attack the upper bomb site.
Sometimes some teams will blow up the squeak door, and then they'll actually rush like 3 people down the vent. I mean, it does require that people don't spam it through too much, but
I think if you noticed that upper attack that Gabi kind of stuck around and fought door, blow open the door, throw the smoke in Mini, throw the flashbangs, and all the while this is going on, Gabi's not going to be able to kind of react. He'll have to choose if he wants to fight upper or if he wants to fight. You don't have to send anyone through the door. Just distract him enough for that drop down into Mini to come in.
Well, we'll see how it's going to play out. It is, once again, not a particularly encouraging buy for the Gambit team. 2 AKs, 1 Galil, 2 CSET 75s, and very limited on the grenades. So no door rush instead. Or again, the smoke blocking, you know, just maybe not enough. Seemed like he can still make it past. It was outside, but Adren going to be making his way down with the CSET 75.
I'm wondering, it looks like they're lining up in lobby, blowing open the door. Here comes a smoke to maybe get down vent, try and help Adren clear that out. I believe that's next down there. Good shot from Gabi. Hobbit not ready for that angle. 1 player down before they even get to run their strategy. Not entirely sure what the plan is quite yet, but Adren, this is too big of a crossfire. Now he's spotted the egg. He's going to turn the corner. One of the vents next. He's got to turn. He's going to go down. Nice job with the CZ. The mobility, and he gets away from Tapson. Comes back for more. Can't finish it off. Oh, beautiful flashbang. Gabi is burning. He's going to go down. They have the upper bomb site.
Yeah, it's not bad at all, is it? 3-on-3 now, and Mo holding this angle. Mo, grenade going to rain down, but on the wrong side, so doesn't stop any plant and doesn't force anyone out of this position. They are completely out of grenades, though, on the Gambit side, so still a couple of flashbangs left here on Big. Maybe they can still make it work. Smooya up there with the AWP, looking for the angle, but one false step here, and he's going to get his face blown right off. No trouble with the flashbang. Smooya still going to pick up Doja. Overstepping on the other side towards the hut, and Mir is looking for him down here. They're both on the floor of the bomb site. Mo picking up Tizian, and another kill on Smooya. Not looking bad at all here in the defensive position. Gambit going to be 1 kill for Tabson, but he is so low on health. Going to go and touch the bomb. He might just even want to go for the full-on defuse. Oh, he gets the kill on Mo, but not enough time. He has to run for it, and the bomb will take him down as well. A very expensive round for Gambit, but they win it.
Nicely done from Gambit. A little bit of a feint, a lot of pressure down lower, pulling 2 players on the rotation, 1 stairs, 1 in vents. Adren getting that single kill really opened things up. Beautiful attack. Obviously, Gabi catches a really awkward flashbang while he's standing in flames, and you can't do much about that.
Yeah, we've all been there.
This is great from Gambit. I like the fact that they're using these timeouts as well. I don't even mind that they've used 3 in this half so far. Haven't been able to string rounds together. Winning this, it doesn't guarantee, obviously, but it gives you a good opportunity to get up towards 6, which would be phenomenal considering the success they've had in their full buys. That'd be incredible if they were able to get up in 6 in this game with the way that it's played out so far. But you're at least, I mean, you have to use these timeouts to give yourself a chance in the second half. If you hold them for the second half for some kind of a miraculous comeback, it's just not going to work.
No, definitely not. And what it's given them is really a chance to actually, yeah, maybe get up to 6 rounds, because this is a big investment for the CT side in this round. They don't have that much to play around with it. There might be some guns on the ground with Nix and Tabson, I'm not sure, but
I would doubt it considering they bought the pistols.
Yeah, it's true.
If there was going to be guns, you'd want to use the utility, yeah.
So very limited.
No kits as well. Actually, limited on both sides. This is a pretty big round for how the rest of this half is going to play out. There's not much left in it. The upper rush, Gabi has to spend time putting the flames out. Can't see how many drop down. Smooya's already here though. This is going to be a tough corner to clear for Mir, and he's immediately taken down. This is a big position to hold for the retake.
Yeah, absolutely. Smooya doing a good job now, falling back and waiting for a little backup. Mo going to look for him, but he's going to win that fight too. Double kill for Smooya. Very important here. This round probably propels them to 11 if they can win it. Adren holding the vent, but he can't keep doing that forever. He's miles away from the bomb right now. Remember, it's changed, so he can't just run back and peek into the bomb site. Hobbit, he's going to need back up really soon. Good kill there on Gob-B, but they still need a lot more. Hobbit in charge of finding the second kill. Now it's a 2-on-3, and they're on the bomb now, looking for the defuse. 10 seconds right in front of Adren. He's out of bullets now. Tries to, they can't even make it through the door. I'm not even sure if it's open. Oh no! He gets the kill, and the bomb is going to go on.
Oh my lord.
Oh god, it's the last possible second, isn't it? That was just all-out chaos.
Would he have gotten that defuse even? That was so close to not even getting there, but
who knows?
What a weird thing to have to watch. Oh, 2-on-5. Great job from Hobbit with a couple of kills, and obviously coming in with a Glock right at the end. And yeah, I'm not sure. It seemed like it was possible.
It was absolutely crazy.
That knife sequence is just out of this world.
I'd love to see if the door was like maybe someone closed the door. I don't even know if the door, maybe
he got caught on like the little the jutting portion on the left.
It was very confusing. Now they're back to pistols, but Smooya will still pick up the kill on Adren and fall back as far as he can. Got B ready and waiting. A kill on Dozier and Gambit. They have all the weapons. Why are they throwing this round away? They could definitely be doing more.
This is what this entire half has looked like. Yes. Gambit not able to really be organized and able to trade any kills. And my word, you broke the economy finally, and you try sneaking through smokes. Mo has a scout. God B is going to find that kill as well. Again, no trade.
I'm sort of a little bit speechless here, Moses. I don't know.
It's tough, isn't it?
There's something weird going on. Could be round number 10 here for Big, which, I mean, Gambit have even done a good job getting to 5 rounds, but 6 seems like it was going to be inevitable once they had that last one. Hobbit hoping for more, but good timing there to take down Tabs, and Mia going to run in with a bomb. 2 on 3. They can still do this with the right timing. The bomb plant itself, though, is going to be a little bit tricky, maybe. Don't want to be planting while someone's opening any doors. He's going to go for it there. Actually, he's going to cancel it immediately afterwards. Worried about that sound. And finally, it goes down. Hobbit is 1 bullet away from death. And he's still fighting down here in the bomb side. Gopi will take him down, and now Mir is in trouble. 30 is in the corner, and they're right on top of him. So it will be 10-5 at the end of the first half in favor of Big. Gopi with the triple. He's at 18 kills. Him and Smooya right now. They just, and I guess Tabson too.
I was gonna say Tabson's up there, 15 for him. This is that's a nice half for Big. You have to say that is a pretty ugly half for Gambit. I'm actually amazed they got the 5. Fair play to them. They had some cool tactics, but overall, I was not convinced that they were really that interested in playing Nuke today.
Yeah, I don't know. I have a weird feeling leaving that first half of those. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, 5 is all you could ask for. They did use 3 timeouts to get there. They had to win, I think, 3 rounds with like the force buy pistols.
Maybe they've got it all for the CT side.
That's where they focus. Listen, they could, I mean, if Big is equally unprepared, you never know of coming into this. I mean, you imagine Big as a team with Gabi as the leader that they wouldn't be unprepared in this kind of a scenario, but you just never know. And here's an interesting thing. This pistol round is huge. I mean, Gambit need it. If Big win this pistol in the ensuing 2 rounds, then they're pretty much just 1 reset of the economy away from moving on and sending Gambit home.
Yes.
3 players on this T side with utility, without armor.
Oh, Doja lined up inside of a ramp and ready to take someone's face off if possible. Tizian going to be smoking. I'm assuming outside somewhere? No, it's actually for Biddy. And then he's going to jump up and Molotov onto the hut instead. So, not bad at all. Adren going to be forced out, running into the bomb site, looking for headshots. He's flashed momentarily. Still alive for a long time, I'd say. And now Mia, soon out of bullets. Tizian will take him down. 4 versus 3 now. This is a great execute. Look at that smoke up at heaven as well. What a well-played round so far from Big, but they haven't closed it out yet. There's Doja with a kill on Gopi. 3 on 3, and the bomb is only just planted. Plenty of time. There's a man coming in from the other side as well. They don't get any other shots. Doja opening up with 2 big kills and taking down the last one. Hobbit. Gambit, what a return to the bomb site.
That's an incredibly difficult retake to make, and you love the heroics. I mean, that is a great call from the 2 players up top. One swings out wide, one turns to the left, and they just can't handle it. Gambit actually got some pretty decent fights during that execute, all things considered. Adren out in the open, the player in the bomb site just couldn't land the shots, but it's all Doja. Quick kill to get as Gabi tries to relocate, and look at the difficulty of these with the Glocks. Not going anywhere, and maybe some of that armor coming into play if they get tagged in the body, not able to really handle the aim punch. 6-10. Gambit survive. They hold their breath in that pistol round, make the retake happen somehow. Just scrappy rounds coming out from Gambit left and right, but they put themselves in a position of power. This is going to be a buy in the next round for Big, so here they have the benefit of the unarmored opponents.
And even then, they haven't gone crazy with the SMGs, right? They kind of know what they have to fight the next round, so great if some of them can find something, but they don't want 3 or 4 members with SMGs here, because you're not really playing for the bonus round so much. Like, you really need to put rounds on the board at this point in time. There's a good one there, and Mo with a good follow-up. So far, not really taking too much damage. And run and gun, so I love this. Gambit starting to show a bit of focus here. That's what much needed.
Not shying away from the fights as well, and you can, I mean, the reason they're doing that, they have full understanding of the situation. Those are maybe armored opponents. If they hadn't got that plant, I think Gambit would have played that a bit more passively, but
yes.
Just saying, you know what, we're not going to be scared of pistols with no armor.
How does has a Mac 10?
Hell yeah.
Is he just going to be the entry man?
The distraction.
I'm really confused.
We'll see. Gambit with the AK on 4 AKs. This is nothing to laugh at. No, even with the Mac 10.
Wouldn't you have, I don't know, had a scout or something? Maybe not.
Maybe he doesn't want it.
Well then, one smoke outside. I think they did try and build a wall out there. A bit of spam coming through from TZN, but not able to pick anybody up. And so far, it's Hobbit maybe who's going to be looking for the first fight up here. Looking up on top of the silo, but there's absolutely nobody outside at all.
Yeah, Mo's actually rotated back. I imagine he's just going to stay below the ladder to help out towards the ramp room with a quick rotation upper if need be. Windows on the roof being blown open so that nades can be used. Tapson, I believe, is kind of lurking outside, so might be coming late mini when this hit happens. And Mo's going to have to climb up that ladder very, very quickly to get involved in the action. You imagine he's going to be smoked off. We saw it on Pistol Round. Late wall outside.
Yeah, very, very late. Tapson almost has to be out here. Oh, they put the wall way up further. 3 smokes to try and see if they can get the cross, but it's all just a fake right now. Is it going to draw anybody away? Doja with the opening, but no, Next takes him down instead, and Mo's going to be very careful. They're all jumping down very quickly here, and remember, Tapson's on the other side, making his way through. TZN clearing the bomb site incredibly quickly. Tapson going to go down to Hobbit instead, so right, a bit of an even trade. Smooya dropping Mo. 4 versus 3 as the bomb goes down. And this is looking good for the T side at the moment. If Adren doesn't get this flank on through, the retake is going to be very tricky. 1 beat going down. There's the jump, but Smoothie was so close, and he's picked up an M4 in the meantime. Now it's Hobbit and Mir, and nobody has to really peek here for Big. They have to wait until somebody actually tries for that defuse. Otherwise, it gets a bit silly. Mir on the bomb site trying to clear it out. He's in a great position, and he's going to get that kill. Nicely done. And now it's a 1-on-3. Not sure why they're still shooting here. Are they shooting at each other once again?
It might have been. Tizian going to be out in the open. Hobbit can finally kill. He's trying to get chased down. Hobbit here. Oh, what a shot. I think he's going to go down any... No, 2 HP. He survives. Good round from Big. Getting on the board early. Gambit not able to rotate in position. Once Doja went down way too fast. He was sticking around for that fight. He even saw one cross by. Still doesn't give it up, and that's SWAT team strategy. It's fun. That doesn't work too often. Yeah, I'm not sure why Smoothie was shooting.
It's very confusing, but ultimately, this is going to put so much pressure on Gambit. That was not a 4th round buy, but a 3rd round buy. Yeah. So it happens a little bit earlier in the second half, and it forces them back onto an auto shotgun and a little bit more. Mir jumping up on top of that auto shot. He needs to get a couple of kills here. They do line up for him nicely. Big double and almost a triple. Smoothie solo on health and just hiding inside of the hut. They've been stopped by this one shotgun. That is so important.
Yeah, but look at the rotations it caused. Doja is not in ramp room anymore, and they're going to readjust very, very quickly. Doja's actually gone all the way up the ladder. Do they have anyone down low? This is with the dangerous point. Mo is going into vents right now. Oh, Hobbit's here. Hobbit can stop this all. No, he can't.
No. Smoke. He wants to look over it. If he had been there in the beginning, maybe that would have been true. He can actually catch Nex a couple of more steps. Don't think Nex saw the gun barrel either, but he's standing his ground at the moment. God, that was very close. Now, Tizian is going to go for the bomb plant. I don't know if any shots ringing out down there. Oh, the Molotov actually blocking out Mo. That's a friendly Molotov, and Doja going down. A bit of chaos and confusion here. Not the time for it either. Tizian looking for this one. He's going to be taking down Mir. Now it's a 2-on-3. And a follow-up from Mo. 2-on-2. The bomb ticking. It's only just been planted. They have plenty of time. And Smooya not going to be able to get that kill. It's taken away from Nex instead. And now it's Mo. 1 versus 2. And he's going to get shot on the side of the face if he sticks around for this bomb. There's 1 kill. And Smooya ready with the reply immediately. Another round for Big. They are making it look good right now. Didn't look like they were supposed to win that round.
No, that Molotov from Hobbit really screwed things up. Went way too deep into that door. I don't think he wanted to go there. I think he wanted it to be inside the bomb site, maybe bank off a wall. Super awkward, and Mir did so much work to keep them in this. The shotgun, the damage. But again, Big just so much better at manipulating the rotations, getting in before anyone can get down lower. The smoke off for Hobbit. He was neutralized, staying behind that smoke, finding the angle over the top of it too late.
And now a bit of a tactical timeout for Big, I believe.
Yeah, this is 2 rounds now that we've seen Big just go attack ramp room, find a way into that lower bomb site. And usually that's a little bit more difficult. There's staunch defense.
And if you try and compare and contrast some of these rounds with some of the early Gambit rounds where they were very slow out in yard, right? They sort of got stuck out there, taking long fights that they weren't winning. This kind of pace, I feel like it's helping them.
It's 2 different styles, right? Like Gambit going outside and trying to find those duels is kind of more relying on the individual players to kind of win those battles, you know, get the headshots and then kind of force that. Big is playing by this emphasis on ramp room. Remember, they were grouped up in that first gun run they had in that 3rd round. It was 4 players going ramp room.
Yeah.
They're just playing the trading game, keeping it simple. And just making sure that even if a player goes down, you're going to trade those kills. Gambit was horrendous at trading in the first half.
Now, no armor, USPs on everybody there on the Gambit side. They're all stacked up here, 1 flashbang, so the problem is they're all running behind that smoke, so not really going to be able to catch anybody. Mir is trying to chase them down. It's a good enough effort, but very hard to convert this into a win. Actually, picking up the rifle would be a big win.
Just a little, I think Big will be okay with them salvaging that. Got B as well with the MAC-10. You might as well go on the hunt. You know they're low HP. Just wrap around through T-spawn, go outside, and see if you can find anyone looking the wrong direction. Bomb is going to explode. 13 for Big, and Gambit, this next buy, they're going to be out of mistakes. And they've got to start winning. And they've got to win a lot.
Ooh, got B. I guess the jump on over to the silo is going to be hurt from Mo, so maybe... No, he's quite silent. Sniping away. Going to pick up that 1 kill. I don't know if saving the Galil is what makes the difference here, but oh, that's a nice little sequence. Like that.
Would have been cool if he got it.
Well, yeah, from God B's point of view?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been even better. Shooting him as he's falling down. Regardless, 13-7, a 6-round gap favoring the Big side. And as you said, no more mistakes, no more hiccups here for the Gambit side. Otherwise, they're going to run out of money, and that they probably won't be able to. Maybe they could have one more buy at like 15-7 or something, but that's not very good.
You don't want that. And equally as well, I was happy with the timeouts that Gambit used in the first half to try and get on the board. Look at Gabi, just telling him to calm down, settle down. Very easy. You know, I don't speak German, but you could tell with that hand motion. Actually, they might be doing it in English, aren't they? For Smia.
Yeah, I suppose they are. Maybe he could learn some German, Moses. It's not that difficult.
No?
No, it's a reasonable language, you know.
Not like Danish.
Not like Danish. Danish is like a broken version of German, so it's not our fault really, but
no, but that's what they're talking about. They have a 6-round lead. Keep things reined in. Don't go crazy. Don't go trying to make the play to get that win to come quicker. All you have to do is keep applying this firm pressure onto the defensive points that Gambit hasn't been able to hold. Mo now with the AWP.
absolutely everything on the line here. This is an elimination match. Both teams are 1 and 2. They need this win to continue fighting even. They won't make it through either, but you don't want to exit. None of these teams want to. Gambit, obviously, if they've won a major themselves, so to go out in the challenger stage definitely would be disappointing and big. As you've mentioned, they won in Cologne. They've done such a great job. You want to see them continue as well. It's a heartbreaking situation either way. So right now, the focus has to stay on the remaining rounds here. We're in round number 21 now. Let's see, they make their way down. Mo is back here. Orping like, again, Device would take that shot, and then you fall back to the next corner and the next one again. Very hard to chase an AWPer down at this angle.
Yeah, but Smooya is going to be very knowledgeable about this battle as well as an AWPer. Exactly what can mess with his head. And maybe he just doesn't mess with it, just takes it clean off.
That's a pretty good entry, I'm not gonna lie.
Right,
if you're Mo on the other side, you probably have one of those I click the buttons kind of feeling, but no kills for now. Mia wants to see me get the refrag in, but Tizian will take him down, and the Dren with a good follow-up there. Next is around the corner. If he moves up, that will not end well for him. And he has to back up again. It seems like they're jumping around on the outside roof and could actually make their way up to heaven. Indeed, tabseN is already here, and Hobbit is kind of holding it from one angle. Not quite ready for that one, actually, and Hobbit will take him down, and Dren with the kill on next. A bit of a turnaround. Gambit down on the low ground, already putting the bomb plant down with 10 seconds for this 2-on-2. Gambit is the one with the health, so really needs to stay alive. Smooya's got just 4 of them left, and that's not going to be quite enough. Grenade on one, now off of heaven, long range spray. Smooya almost getting it, but not quite. Now Gambit's in trouble. He's going to turn around. He misses the initial spray, and Doja will take him down. Another round for Gambit here. Dangerous, absolutely, but they're still alive.
Feels like that should have gone big to miss shots on that retake. Really well done to get in that position. Nice awareness as well to keep your eyes above heaven. I believe that was Hobbit who eventually did go down, who got that first kill when they were trying to flank. Gambit, that hut push that they did is the only thing that allowed them to win that round. Even though it was a 1-for-1 trade, gaining that ground for a Dren to have some safety in the late round is so big, because they had so many things that they had to watch. They had to watch Mini, they had to watch above heaven, and they had to watch, you know, the lower bomb site. They had to watch players coming from below, and it's just too much to do, and you have to take some new part that gives you safety from one of them, just so you can shrink things down and just play for the retake.
Well, let's just see. 22nd round. A Dren will pick up a TZ almost immediately in the round. That's a good start here again. Gambit are the ones trying to claw themselves back in the game. Edgy in a kill. Didn't know exactly how he could see that Gambit, but he could.
I was going to say, I don't think even Dren even saw him, which has got to be the most frustrating part about that.
Oh no, the timing. tabseN has snuck on through. Mo is going to be so angry. He was just holding that. A couple of more seconds, he would have had it instead. A great kill for tabseN. That's going to clear out so much of the bomb side. Think about how much of the map Gambit just lost from that one kill.
Yeah. Mo being very loud on his rotation away. tabseN knew exactly why Doja needs this kill. There's the peak, but tabseN is just too good. This is the tabseN we didn't see yesterday, and he is having impact kill after impact kill here on Nuke. And this would be the knockout blow. A reset at this stage, and you really just feel like Gambit won't have it in him. Now they just have to gamble stack the upper bomb site. Molotov in as well. They're going to know where Hobbit's location is because of the smoke. He's going to maybe get out. Oh, nice fight. What a great fight to win.
It's actually huge, and he almost got the follow-up, but now it's on Mir. 1 versus 2, 30 seconds here. There is a scenario in which he can maybe interfere with the bomb plant, and that, I mean, the time actually might work in his favor in this case. He's being very silent, and you can tell that Gambit's running straight on there, so he's going to be just a couple of seconds late, and with the door closed as well. I don't know if the windows are broken, but either way, he's going to have to make, if they're not, he's going to have to make, no, one of them is, so can make his way through without making too much noise. Gives him maybe an edge, but not enough. Still get taken down by Gambit. 22nd kill for him, and 14 rounds now for Big, and that does horrible things to the Gambit economy. That might have been the round.
I think it was. I think this is the backbreaker. Oh, he must have just saw the gun and just peeked out. That's so unfortunate for a Dren. Aggressive play around the smoke after that first kill on Hobbit. Almost able to bring it back, but tabseN is the real winner there. A beautiful round from him with fights in medium-range fights in open spaces. Gambit excited, and for good reason. They're on the verge of knocking Gambit out. This has have to have been a tense matchup to come into, and Gambit is performing as you'd expect with his experience. He's been, individually, he's been so good. I guess it's not really a story anymore, but he's been very, very effective on this big lineup. 22 kills for him, 25 on Smooya.
I'll take that story anyway, Moses, because it's one of the things that was leveraged against him early on in his return into global offensive. Yeah. When it was a big news when he came back and sort of started playing again. So a lot of people were saying, well, he's one of those 1.6 players that just can't really adjust to the game, and that's always going to be a problem, even if he's smart. And I feel like he's done a pretty good job.
Yeah, but in fairness, it did take 3 years. So you can understand why people said that, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not that they were wrong. It just took a very, very long time.
I was prepared to wait, Moses, for another...
You're a patient man.
Still waiting for Markolov.
Well, we thought last round was going to... we thought last round was going to be the important one. Force buy here from Gambit. So this is definitely the round that they must win. 8-14. Everything invested here. 2 CZs, 2 UMPs, and an M4.
All going down outside. Hobbit gonna run over and check it by secret. They've done this before, Big, where they attack the ramp with force and...
In the third round.
Yeah, and it worked really well as those are gonna be falling back immediately. they're not trying to chase him down. They just want to see if someone's going to respond from heaven instead. And Adren is right around the corner. So many people on the other side there. He's going for a bit of a spray, but he's going to get overrun. That's a great trade if you're on the big side. You love that.
Yeah, shrinks things, makes the rotations much more difficult to commit to. Mir is alone in that upper bomb site, and he's feeling so lonely. They can come from above him. They can come from mini. They can do so many different things, and here's the pressure applied. Smoke down towards the window. Smoke going to go towards door, and Doja, this measly CZ, has got to do some work. And we've seen it happen before, but it's going to be so difficult. They've been so good at trading big.
Are they going to see anyone close by? He's at perfect headshot range. Going to try and reload that gun while he's flashed as well. He's got a second chance now at it. This can actually work out. Gambit's got everyone on the bomb side here. And Doja jumping around. He's finally going to get taken down from Tizian, and a little bit more trouble now. Next taking down Hobbit, and it's falling apart, this defense. They can't put all their players into play here at B, even if they have them in the right position. Mo going to be going down. Next, and Tizian having a good round.
You can't fault Doja, but he needed to live there. It's just such a situation where if you stay there, they can come from above you and they can just attack you, and it's so tough to just kind of stay hidden there. But once he goes down, look at the space. Look at how much further into the bomb site Big can get with impunity. Nothing to challenge them. As every choke point was smoked off in Mir, there's no chance here. Trying to bait a mistake out of Big, and it's just not going to happen. They're on point. They came into this game so focused, and it's showing. This is a wipeout. 15-8 so far. And Nuke claims its first victim.
Best of one elimination. They would need 7 rounds right now, Gambit, to avoid being knocked out of the major. Very rough. I mean, they just did not seem like they were quite ready to play Nuke. There was some basic mistakes being made. Big made some mistakes too as well, I believe, on the first half, especially.
Actually, I thought the first half from Big was fine, all things considered. Obviously, you're always going to point to those rounds where you lose to Deagles and CZs as a mistake happening, and perhaps you're right. But I mean, overall, I think it was solid.
Don't want those rounds, Moses. I want them gone.
Delete them from possibility.
Yeah, but in spite of that, they've made their way through, and now we'll just have to see. I feel like Gambit you can kind of tell when you look at them as well. They know what's coming. I
mean, they're even using their final time out here. They are not going to take this for granted. They're not going to count this as one until they get to 16. Pistols again, 1 SMG on Mir, and you almost feel like Gambit, if they just sit back and kind of let Big control the map, they're going to be in some trouble. And look at the change of pace. Bit of an uppercut call out of Gobby in this round. No wall of smokes. They say we're going to have the advantage of weaponry. If you want to fight here, we have the AKs and we don't mind it. Hobbit, again, alone. He's going to go down. There's no one there to help him whatsoever. No crossfire setup, even though Adren has just got here. Going to miss that first shot. And they just want to go for the fights. They're not scared. They're not going to get into the bomb site. They're going to take you out. And Mir as well, 3 HP, forced into the waiting arms.
Yeah, this is a horrendous way to lose maybe the final round. Just pushed completely. So much force behind this one. Big headshot from Tizian, and Mo going to go down 16-8. And Gambit are eliminated from the major tournament here, the Challenger stage. And Big get to go on and play another day. Great match here from Gob B and Smooya. 25 kills on either player. And I mean, Tabson was not far behind. He was doing a really good job. So a much better looking B.